All right, so I'm going to record a short video about a problem that a lot of people have had when they're doing the design of the pizza thing. A lot of people are putting data values into the entities rather than column headings for attributes. So when we do like a topping, cheese, olives, peppers, pineapple, those are not appropriate fields for an entity. Those are the data that will be under the headings. Same with size, large, medium, small, personal. That's not what you would put in there. Or regular stuffed deep dish. So as the sign says, don't do this. These are data values, not entity attributes. So I redid it over here to give it more of what how it would be. And notice that it's really complicated. It's a lot more complicated than I actually had intended for you. So toppings, instead of giving the listing of the toppings, I have a topping ID, a topping name, and a topping price. I did the same with crust, and I did the same with size. Size name, size description, pizza ID, crust ID, size ID. So when we do a pizza, here we do a pizza. A pizza has a size. I think that's one to many because a pizza is only going to have one size. It's only going to have one crust for that one pizza. So this is a one crust to many different pizzas. Toppings, though, could be many to many. So you need a linking table. So this combines all the topping IDs with all the pizza. With the pizza, so you can have as many toppings as you want for this one pizza. Over here I have the order, and I did customer and employee ID, although I didn't include those in the diagram. And I did order pizza. So in the order, you can have multiple pizzas. And this pizza will tell you what its size is, what its toppings are, and what its crust is. So to try to make that even clearer, I created the tables in Postgres, and then I want to show you. So we'll do the toppings, and this is SQL, by the way. For those of you that have never seen SQL, this is what SQL programming looks like. The first part of here is creating the tables and then adding the data, and then this part is where we just look at the data. So if you look at this, and I might try to make this bigger, I've got topping ID, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, topping name, pepperoni, olives, pineapple, tomato, sausage, and then a price per topping. Okay, so that's what a topping table would look like. Same with the crust, right? Crust name, crust price. Regular deep dish cheese stuffed, and I gave them a different price. The size, I gave them large, medium, small, and personal. So these are just lookup tables. And in the pizza, it just has numbers. There's two pizzas. They one has they have two different crusts, but they have the same size. They're both medium. How do you know they're medium? You'd have to do a lookup over here. Later, I'll show you how to do joins to bring all this information together. But for now, just know the was medium, but we've got two different kinds of crust. We've got deep dish and regular. For the toppings, so we have two pizzas. Pizza 1 has toppings 1 and 5, and I think that's pepperoni and sausage. And then pizza 2 has three different toppings, which are the tomatoes, the olives, and the pineapple. I only know that because I just wrote it. So, but if you looked at this table, you wouldn't be able to tell that unless you knew. But this is what the combination of the pizza, 1, 1, and 2, 2, 2, and the different toppings. The order at this point just has an order ID and a date. And then this ties the different pizzas because there could be many pizzas in an order. And in this case, there's two. So the order 1 has two different pizzas. Those pizzas refer again back to these pizzas here. And then these pizzas tell you what the toppings and all of that are. I will post this code on the blog, even though it's a little bit beyond where you need to be at this point. So if we go back, just a quickie review. All right, so we do this. Don't do this. Don't put the data types in here. It's a real natural thing to want to do, but it's not the way these things are designed. Instead, you need to just do the headings: size ID, name, size description, pizza ID, topping ID, etc. And then underneath these is where the actual values like uh, cheese stuffed, regular, deep dish would go. Does that make? Hopefully that makes sense. As I said, this is a very brief um, video, but hopefully it'll clear up a little bit. So I am going to